Hey guys, Schostak here. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are feeling awesome. Hope you are being awesome. And if you are single and you are about to go through a breakup, or you are thinking about breaking up with someone and you're not sure if you should do it or not, this video is for you. Yes, this is the video for you to watch. So I work with singles and those who are divorced and those who have been through breakups and those who have experienced different hardships in their love lives. And one of the things that I try to do is try to help my clients see that there are often things in their life which can help them overcome the dating pains and exhaustion that they go through. And one of the things that I think might be helpful in general is the analogy of throwing up. Yes. So that's why I warned you not to watch this if you are about to eat or if you just have eaten. Okay, so yesterday, right, I stopped by a sushi place that is nearby. Now, I'm a vegetarian, so I only get like the vegetable kind of sushis. And my wife and I had gone here before, and my wife was like, do not eat here again. I really didn't do well with my stomach, and I was like, okay, fine, But for me, I always think I have like the stomach of steel, and she kind of makes fun of me that I do that, like I could eat anything and it won't affect me, right? Alrighty then. So I went and I got this sushi. And I offered her some, and she was like, no way, makes me sick. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. So I go ahead and I eat the sushi. And about 2 hours later, I got this nausea, okay, feeling coming up. And I think that when you have this feeling inside your body, your mind doesn't know what to do with it. Because on the one hand, you know what's about to happen. On the other hand, you don't really want it to happen because you know that when you throw up, it might be painful for you to experience, right? So you go back and forth with this feeling of nausea. I know that what is going to happen, but I don't really want to have it happen. And since I've gone through this before, I do know that I feel better after it happens, but I don't like to go through the process. Okay? And this was me last night. Promise. This was me last night. Okay? And I think even in my description, you can see how it's so similar to breaking up. I'll just say it real quick and then I'll go back to my story, right? Your mind feels nauseous about the situation that you're in, which means that you know something's wrong. You know that this is not going to work out. Your mind also fights with you and says, I don't want to have to go through this because this is painful. Yet afterwards, you feel better. While you're going through it, it doesn't feel good. Okay? So that's the basic analogy. But I'm going to explain what happened with me, and that's why I said do not eat while you're watching this. And then I'm going to explain how you can apply this to breaking up and relationships in general. So I had the food at about, I don't remember, 4 o'clock, okay? And I just felt really weird and nauseous at about 8, okay? So you know what you need to do in order to feel better. You gotta get rid of the crap that's inside you because you know that it's not sitting well with you, right? And when you're feeling this way, this feeling of nausea, it's really, really uncomfortable. Not so much that like you're in pain, but I think your mind pain is even worse than the body pain, right? Because like we've all hurt ourselves when it comes to, I've had a pinched nerve. Holy crap, was that painful? Okay. This is nothing like that. When you're feeling nauseous, yeah, sometimes you could have pains in the stomach, but it's a general feel of like, something is wrong. This is crap. So you're like, I want to get rid of this as soon as, and by the way, there's just so many things you can learn from the body and how the body takes care of things naturally and how you can apply that to your own love life and your relationships. That's really what the purpose of this video is. So I go ahead and I start to feel like at about 5 or 6, like, okay, I'm just going to let this go naturally. I'm not going to rush this situation, right? Nothing happening. So I feel nauseous, I feel weird, and I feel, oh man, yeah, I just want it to happen on its own, right? I'm sorry to get so graphic with you, but hey, we keep it real in this trainings, okay? So I really just wanted to just barf and like get it over with, but it wasn't happening. So at about 8 o'clock, I'm sitting on the couch watching Netflix, some good shows, some good things to binge, because I wanted to do work. I wanted to work on my business and helping singles, but my brain was like, okay, I'm just nauseous here. So I go ahead and I say, Ellie, you have got to have some intervention here, okay? Now, you know that in order to expel this crap from your system, if it doesn't come out on its own, you're going to have to wash your fingers, stick them down your throat to begin the process. I told you, it's going to get graphic. Sorry, okay? I've done that before when you feel the nausea. You hate doing it because you're like, this is disgusting and this is so painful, but you're going to feel so much better afterwards. Alrighty then. So I did it. Nothing much, nothing happening. I'm like, okay, it's all good. It's all good. I go lay down in bed. Must be, I don't know, 11 at night, but you know it's there. You know it's there. You know in the pit of your stomach that this stuff needs to be let out. And I'm like, oh my God, this is just horrific. Right? So I go to the bathroom at about 1. Now it's 1 in the morning. And did the same thing this time. And I just want you to know the mind frame, because the mind frame will help you so much when it comes to relationships. The mind frame was, I know I don't want to do this because it's going to be painful, but at the same time, I have to do this so that I can feel better. So I went ahead, did the whole thing again, and this time, let the river run, okay? Oh, let the river run. We're talking less than like 7 hours ago, okay? Fantastic, okay? Took care of it, washed up, good shower, able to go to sleep, and produce a video like this for you, okay? Now, the reason why I got so graphic and the reason why I was explaining this connection to breaking up and throwing up is because they are beyond similar. They are beyond similar. And here's how they're similar. You're dating somebody, or you're married to somebody, okay? This is even tougher. You're in a long-term relationship with somebody. You've been in the relationship for 5, 6 years. And you've had this uncomfortable feeling in your stomach of nausea with this relationship. Now, where it's a little bit different than body intaking unhealthy food is that the unhealthy food in the body usually happens quicker because the body can't take it quicker. But that's how we have to learn from the body. You see, because in a relationship, the mind, when it gets that feeling of nausea, of the relationship where it's like something is wrong, something is off here, the mind that you have tries to protect you. And the mind likes things to stay the same, stay the same, stay the same, stay the course, right? And it fears change. It's very, very normal. It fears change because it's something that's unknown. So the mind likes stability, and it likes to know exactly what's going to happen to you. So you're in this relationship. It's uncomfortable. It's parts of it, you know, are just not for you. But the mind says, hey, let's just stick with this. Okay? Let's just stick with this. It will get better. It will get better. How many times have you heard that? It will get better. No, it won't. Okay? It won't get better. It doesn't. Okay? Now let me give this little caveat. There are times that your mind views the world in such an unhealthy way that if you adjust your mind frame, actually that relationship can work out because you viewed yourself in relationships in completely unhealthy ways. However, for the most part, if you're talking a normal human being who is emotionally put together and balanced and understands life, and when you have that feeling of in the relationship, the natural thing to do is get rid of toxicity from your life. That's the natural thing to do. So if you're thinking that I stay in this even longer and then it'll get better, here's what I want you to think about. Throwing up. The longer you keep the stuff inside you, the more annoying it is for it to be expelled. Sometimes you have to even get involved in the natural process in order to feel even better, which is what I explained to you what I did with my very, very unhealthy sushi. And I'm telling you, my friends, I am never going to that store again. Okay? Like zilch. Actually, right now, when I think of sushi, I want to barf just thinking of it. Okay? Now, that'll probably go away in about a month or two. But for right now, I'm probably not going to have sushi again. And mind you, I'm vegetarian, so I don't have any of the fish stuff. I just have vegetable sushi. And even that, I just want to have nothing to do with for a long, long time. This is similar with relationships, right? So what you need to understand in order to avoid the pitfall of I'm going to stay in this because it will get better, I want you to imagine this analogy of throwing up. If you keep the unhealthy food in your system, are you going to get better? No. And actually, the body will get worse. And the body is trying to tell you, dude, I got to get rid of this crap now. And you're like, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm telling you, it's going to be, this time is different. This time is going to be different. This time, I'm telling you, it's going to work out. This time, it's your mind's way of avoiding pain. That's why people say, like, rip it off like a Band-Aid. Yeah, sometimes that's the best thing to do. Because even though you know that it's pain that you're going to be going through, okay, it'll get you on the natural path to being in something healthy. And this is a concept that is part of an entire program that I put together for singles called Find the Right One. I had someone join this past week, and he told me after he joined that he's always viewed himself as having to change for others. I've always been trying to please others in the relationship. Well, the reason why I call the program Find the Right One, and the reason why I have a 100% success rate, is because that the right one is you. You are the right one. And when you fully comprehend that, and you fully understand that, then and only then can you then get into and maintain a healthy, loving relationship. So that example that I gave with the continuing to stay in with nausea, that's not finding the right one. That's not being there for yourself first. That's saying, okay, I'm going to just stay here with her. I'm going to stay here with him, and this will work out. This is all going to get better. This is all going to get better. It won't. It won't. Okay? So, again, apologies if I was graphic at all, but I see that I've gotten some likes on this video. Definitely comment, share, and message me if you're interested in having a free strategy session with me where we're seeing client after client say, had I not taken this program, my relationships would not have worked out in the future. And they actually get into healthy, loving relationships. So hope you have a healthy day, a natural day, and be awesome.